Before we start, I just want to say that I gave a channel a shout out, but I said the wrong name. It's actually Caitlin Rixier, not Nicole. So sorry, Caitlin. Love your channel. Hello, party people. Today, I'm going to bring you a very special episode. One that I haven't done for a long time. I'm going to show you some of my newer vinyl purchases that I've made over the last year or so. And I wanted to do this because the last time I did this was a century ago. And I don't know, I still collect vinyl, and I want to show you new ones, but also some key ones that I feel like you guys need to see since the last one, which was, prehistoric. So without further ado, here I go. So the first one is the most recent one I've got, which is the Shag's Own Thing by, the Shags. Now this is like the album they compiled later on, made up of like all the sessions that they did after Philosophy of the World, and it's one of my favorite records. There's an astonishing level of warmness and cutesiness and just general like camaraderie on this thing. It's remarkable how much they grew and how much they became just more and more themselves sonically, and there's a lot of like proto tweet pop on this thing. So I will show you the vinyl because it is like colored, it's not just black. So we have, we have this insert here, and it's got like this picture of the girls here, but it's on this lovely like kind of amber, like a little bit maroon, but yeah, it's remarkable. It's one of the prettiest records in my collection for sure. But yeah, no, I love this album dearly, and I don't know, I think a favorite track would have to be Painful Memories or Love at First Sight, which is a bonus track that was issued later on. It wasn't done on the original release, but I don't know, it should have always been there. It's one of the best songs. So the next one in my collection that I got pretty recently is Earth Song by Mary Hopkin. Now, I've only heard this album once, but the one time I heard it absolutely blew me away to smithereens. Just lovely pastoral folky stuff by one of the most underrated singers in the business, because she's still with us, thank God. And I initially got into Postcard, which you can see right here. I got this one first and then got this one, and they're both lovely. I listened to Postcard more than this one, but that's just because this was the first I got introduced to. So yeah, both phenomenal albums by a phenomenal lady, and I don't know, makes me music that makes you feel kind of at peace and serene. So I think it's worth your time. So the next one I got was this album by Camila Cabello, and it's called CXOXO. Sorry, don't kill me, please. This is a cool pressing because I got a signed thing here, and it's on pink. Yeah, it's on pink. You can see it's really nice pink vinyl. Goes well with this pressing, and I'm just very lucky to have it because it has a signed art on it. And God, I don't know what my favorite track would be. Probably June Bloom, I think. But I don't know, they're all kind of amazing, and I think this album gets a bit of a bad rap because I think she strikes this great chord between accessibility and experimentation, and just she doesn't like commit to one, which I think is why people don't respond to it as much, but I do. So I guess she made it for me. So there you go. Oh, I didn't say what my favorites on the Mary Hopkin are. The Puppy Dog song on this one, and let's see, that song. Yeah, the title track. I'm just gonna choose the title track. They're all amazing, so I can't choose. So I'm just gonna say the title track. Okay, well that's all there is. Now onto a white whale. To me, a white whale. The lady, the myth, the legend, Sabrina Carpenter. God, I love her so much. She's like the coolest, and she makes the coolest music with the coolest aesthetics. And this is on like a blue vinyl. I'll see if I can slip it out quick. Yeah, it's just a nice little blue. It's marbled. I don't know if the camera picks that up at all, but yeah, it's so cool. And I don't know. I think Don't Smile is my favorite off this. But every song is kind of iconic on its own terms. You know, she's one of those artists that have made me really get in touch with, like, you know, a lot of things. And, you know, she's helped me, like, with my girl transition and all that stuff. So props to her. You know, big props to Miss Sabrina Carpenter right here. She's one in a million. So here you go. This next one is Meghan Trainor, and this is Timeless. There's a lot of great songs on this. I mean, I've heard it a few times, and she really kind of has come into her own in the last two albums, and I don't know, I'm impressed by her versatility and just how she mines out the pop soul sphere. Like, she's really carved her own niche, and I think people will come to appreciate what she's doing, especially in the last two albums, because she makes really solid music. And I don't know what my favorite is. They're all kind of great. The intro track, sorry, To the Moon, that's great. Crushing, you know, Rolling. I mean, God, so many good songs on this. Def would wreck if you like, oh, I don't want to listen to Meghan Trainor and blah blah blah. Listen to her, bitch. Okay, you get on the train. Get on the train. Okay, well, the next one is an album that no one's heard of. Okay, no one's heard of this album. Okay, if you've heard of this album, you're one of the cool kids, okay? But it is Brat by Miss Charlie XCX. Now, what can I say about Brat? You know, it's one of those albums that comes along and you're like, wow. You know, it is like, wow. But yeah, love this album. I wasn't patient enough to get like the deluxe vinyl or whatever, so it's just standard. I don't mind standard pressings, you know. Like, you just get the original track list as intended. You know, it's a nice cohesive experience, but maybe someday if I can find it. I didn't understand this whole, like, I don't know if you can see it there, but like this, I don't know what you call it, like this sticker. I thought like you had to peel it off, but it turns out you just like tear it. So I started tearing it off and I ended up sticking it back together and all this stuff because I'm not very smart. I'm not very bright. But you know, I have a heart and that's what counts. But yeah, love this album. I think it grew off me slightly, but you know, it's still amazing. Like, I consider this still like cream of the crop in its own domain. It just reminds me why I love this genre so much. Yeah, so Rat. Oh, favorite song. Jesus, I'm not good at this. I'm gonna say Talk Talk, Apple, and I might say Something Stupid. Yeah, those are great. And I think about it all the time. Well, what a song, right? Makes me think about, you know, making decisions in the future and what that might be. And like, I obviously don't resonate with everything because I'm not her age, but I can at least say that like I've had some of those thoughts before, and like, you know, more people should be making songs about that and that subject. I think it's a bit undertalked. Now, here's another album that's even more obscure than the last one. I know, but it's the Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. God, what, how can I even describe this album? Amazing, okay? Like, full on blown amazing. I've listened to it like a lot of times, more times than I am probably willing to admit. But I do love this album dearly, and it really strikes a chord as someone who's been through the phases she has and in the same cycles, but she likes to go back and reflect and get a hold on everything, and like I do that. I know it's complicated, it's emo, it's everything. You know, it's just like everything. Gosh, I saw someone else talk about this album like in a similar vinyl wrap up. I think her name was Nicole, and she inspired me to do this this video. So maybe I'll put her name in the description or on screen somewhere just to shout her out, because I think she's really cool, and she inspired me to do this again. Because yeah, I haven't done this in ages, and I hope to do more of them, because like I don't know, I'm out of practice. I did the shoe collection video, which it's a bit of a joke, but I was also kind of genuine at the same time because I'm proud of my shoes, right? But yeah, so yeah, I'm let's say I'm dusting off the bike. I am, you know, oiling up the chains, so to speak. You know, I'm just getting back into the swing of things. But anyway, back to the album. I think The Alchemy might be my favorite. It's like the song that just keeps giving and giving, and I seem to like get more and more out of it the more I listen to it. But yeah, Alchemy, I don't know, Florida is also like marvelous. Clarabo, and the bonus track, The Manuscript, which I think is essential to the album, and everyone should hear it. So yeah, Tortured Poets. Oh god, I love it. I'm just gonna hug it for a sec. I think this is on white vinyl, and I'm not gonna show it because you can probably find 50 other videos talking about this pressing that can show you that, so I'm not gonna bother. But it's cool. It's a cool color. Okay, now here is some stuff that I got a little before this, so, and I just wanted to highlight it. I might just stand up and get some more because I forgot. All right, I'm back. Now, this is an album I've been wanting for years. I'm telling you, years and years and years. Ever since I was like 18, 19, and that's like junior, seniors, don't stop the beat. Now, classic album. Absolutely classic album. I've bumped it ever since I was a kid in like primary school. I used to listen to it on the computer, even though I like shouldn't have. And yeah, this is a great pressing too. Like, it's not perfect sounding, but it kind of sounds like how you would hear it in a 2000s DJ set, just very grainy but like punchy and full. So that's what I like in pressings. If they're not perfect, but like they have an identity to them. I think that's what's remarkable about vinyl as a format. I decided to show you these little cool neat things. I got a little while ago, but I think they're worth showing off. So these are Blumchem singles from like the 90s. Isn't that crazy? This is a Klina Satellite Pia Pia. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. So if by chance, Blumchem, you watch this, then I would like to formally apologize to you. But yeah, no, you got the A side here, and then I think there's like different mixes, like, you know, the Satellite and the Lofter mix, you know, but you get a good variety here, and like, I don't know, I love this stuff. I love these 90s sort of remixes and stuff. Oh god, you know, and like all the stickers and god, and the colors. And we have another Blumchem one, and this one's Du und Ich. So another remarkable song from a remarkable album. If you have never heard this Blumchem album, the name escapes me right now, which is kind of embarrassing because it's one of my favorite albums. But god, great album, great artist in general. I have to finish her discography because I think I've heard that and like two others or one other. So yeah, something I have to do. Okay, I thought this would be cool to share. Lady Gaga, The Fame. Love Lady Gaga. Oh, I can't say enough positive things about Lady Gaga. There's a lot of lovely songs on here, like Nothing Else I Can Say and like Starstruck and like Brown Eyes. I don't know. All the songs are amazing, and obviously the singles are game changing and iconic, and I wouldn't change a single thing about them. Yeah, I love her, and I think this is just on black. Yeah, and just a rule of thumb, if I don't show you the vinyl, it probably means it's on black. So yeah, don't feel like you're missing out on anything, because you're really not, unless you really like to see the color black over and over again, which more power to you, but I'm sure someone else does that, but I do. So. Okay, here's another one for you. Under My Skin by Avril Lavigne. Now, God, I love this album. You know, it really gets out that, you know, sort of punk kind of goth girl going, maybe a bit of emo, I don't know, or scene culture. I don't know. I know people don't like it when you like say all the cultures, but I don't care. Okay, everything is like interchangeable with everything to an extent, and they're all neighbors and they all get along. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But love this back cover too. It's so her, and it's so iconic. And yeah, no, I believe this is a limited run. I think this was limited to a certain amount, but I'm glad I have it. And yeah, this is good to put on. You know, very good to put on. So there you go. Here's a somewhat rare one that I got. Flippin' Teenage Dream by Katy Perry. And can you name a more like replayable album with iconic singles and all of the above? Like, it's just like a showcase album. That's what I like to call it, a showcase album. Like Emotion by Carly Rae Jepsen is a showcase album, and the White Album is a showcase album. Like, these are like showcase albums. They have all the stops. And I don't know, I've really grown to love like Hummingbird Heartbeat and Not Like the Movies, but it's a flawless track list with flawless songs, and if you don't like it, well, then you can just go away, and you're not welcome at the girls' table, the girlies' table. Yeah, but I'm putting my foot down on this, okay? I'm sorry. This next one is the Raggedy Ann and Andy soundtrack album, and this is an original pressing from the time of release, which I imagine is not easy to come by. Then I found it and I just had to have it. And the one thing I will share is that I really like the inner sleeve. It's a really cool inner sleeve. I wish more records had that inner sleeve. But yeah, no, it's a remarkable album. And this original pressing, and the Teenage Dream is also an original pressing, so how about that? But yeah, no, the movie is one of those things that have helped me heal and helped me throughout the years, because it's something I really relate to and really see myself in. And Raggedy Ann is just remarkable film made by remarkable people with remarkable talent, and yeah, I'll never get enough. As the Grady says, I'll never get enough. So yeah, Raggedy Ann and Ann. The next one is Cruel Intentions, which I got a little while back, but still recent enough that I thought it'd be neat to include. And I listened to this recently, like a whole playthrough, and like by and large, it's a pretty fantastic soundtrack. All the songs like have their own niche, but they all go together so well. And like, I don't know, like the Amy Mann song, You Can Make a Killing, and like Trip on Love by Evermore, and you know, Coffee and TV, and obviously Bittersweet Symphony, which is like the last really song on the soundtrack, and like what a brilliant song and what a brilliant scene. You know, it's Cruel Intentions is like one of those movies that you see and you never really forget, because it's like sincere but a little bit detached but funny. You know, like it's just kind of like one of those meta-modern sort of films that, you know, you really grow to love, and you really see how the stylistics of it have informed other films going forward. And I don't know, it's just infectious and kinetic energy in that film. You know, would not be without that film and this soundtrack. So absolutely incredible. So yeah, Cruel Intentions. And the second last one I will show off is Guts by Olivia Rodrigo, and you can see her big mouth here. Love that. I love when the girls just get gross and show you the flippin' mouth, the freaking mouth. So I love that. And I don't know, this is another album that it's a showcase album. You can't go without it. Every song just has its own sort of distinct edge, but it's all kind of plays a part and they all go together. And I don't know, I like Getting Back and Lacey. Teenage Dream is pretty remarkable thing to write when at that age, and shows foresight. And I think being older than her, of course, I might not see myself in completely, but that kind of stuff never leaves you. It's kind of deeply internalized, but there's always that part of you that says that stuff. And I don't know. And I don't know if anyone noticed, but the very ending of Teenage Dream, you can hear like the sound of a child, and it's like a spoken thing at the very end of the song, and it's like maybe that's like a flash forward to when she's older and like she's actually transcended all these problems. And I think that's how I've always taken it, and I think that's like one of the best endings to an album ever, and like I don't see anyone ever mention that. So I'm sure I'm not the first person to talk about this or mention it, but I just thought that was interesting to talk about. And maybe someday I'll get the deluxe, but I'm perfectly fine with the standard. As I said before, standards rule. Okay, I like standard track lists. I like it's the intended statement. I love bonus tracks, but bonus tracks to me are bonus, and like I listen to them on streaming when I really want to get into an album and really spend time with it. But like it's not essential, like to me anyway. But love a bonus track, right? But yeah, Olivia Rodrigo, Guts, and leaving this to last. I lied. There's another one under it, but I'll show you the one I was going to show you last. But I'll show you this first. This is the Trolls Band Together soundtrack, and I love this movie. It's bubbly, girlish glory. It's like filled with so many bops and candy-coated pop melodies, and I just love the movie to you, and like the whole trilogy of Trolls films. And I think like it's probably my favorite. I can't speak today. My favorite DreamWorks property, probably. I know to some people that might seem like a hot take, but to me it's just another Sunday for Emma Shanturi. So yeah, love Trolls Band Together. And then Barbie. Yeah, Barbie, the soundtrack. And it's got like all the bonus songs, like actually it's the comprehensive list of like every song that was actually featured in it. It's not just like the truncated version that you see, but I'm pretty sure this is colored. It's got a lovely insert too. I don't know, I'll switch it around, but I won't show the full thing. But yeah, lovely insert. And I'll just check if it's colored. Yeah, it's blue. I'll just quickly slot that out. So yeah, you can see and you can see that, and that's beautiful, isn't it? Like of the theatrical poster. And yeah, it's blue. What do you know? It's blue. Yeah, you got a note from like Greta, Noah, Mark on here, but yeah, no, the movie's great. I haven't seen it in a while, but I love the movie. It's very much a product of its time. It's weird saying that because it only came out like 2 years ago. No, not even 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago. But no, Barbie is that film. It is in conversation with every other girly film, or every other meta-modern, postmodern film, that came before it, and it's an essential text in that respect. So I'll always respect Barbie, and I've always loved the music, and I think this is somewhat of an underrated soundtrack because people talk about the movie a lot, but the songs are just a part of what makes it so great. So yeah, love the Barbie soundtrack. And that is it. That is all the vinyl that I've picked up recently, and some special little treats that I picked out for you. Tell me in the comments what record you like that you saw, and what if there's any like sort of records that you saw in this video that you would like to like say, oh, I love this album, and blah blah blah, if you feel so inclined. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully I can do more of these types of videos if I can think of ideas to do. And yeah, thank you, Nicole, for inspiring this, and I'll put her channel in the description or something. Hopefully I got that name right, because I only just discovered her, so memory is like whoop whoop. So yeah, I don't really know how to end this video, but I think you're all lovely people, all of you lovely, beautiful people out there, and keep on being you. Keep on doing what you do, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.